Hey, West Ottawa. This video is going to be about creating a quick mode assessment in ItemBank. So similar to the previous video, you're going to select ItemBank and it will take you to the separate ItemBank website. But this time you're going to select quick mode. You'll hit next. You'll come here. I'm going to use that same name. Again, you want to assign an academic year. You want to assign a grade level. You want to assign a subject. You'll hit create. Okay, so now you've created your test. Now, when you go through, I'm going to just you're basically, what you're doing with a quick assessment is a quick mode assessment is going to allow you to choose the standards that you want to assess, and then ItemBank is going to generate the questions for you. So, for example, if I select discipline specific, science 2013, and eighth grade physical sciences, I get a list of, well, let's actually back up and go to sixth grade. No, there's not. Maybe seventh grade. Okay, so seventh grade, you'll notice here there's 148 items. I'm going to select this piece or this standard from molecules to organisms. You'll notice up here, it's listed that standard and it's asked me how many questions I would like to use. Now you can go in and modify the criteria. You can do specific types of questions that you want to focus on, all of these different things. So you can kind of go nuts in terms of trying to filter down the number and type of questions that you want to ask. You can then go back and select another piece. And again, it's going to give you that. And let's say I want to do 6 questions for that. So you basically set your parameters and then it's going to fill in the blank with questions. Now, this step 3 is to set up exclusions. So basically you can go in and say, I want you to create this, but don't use any of the questions from this test. So this would be perfect for a version 1, version 2 for retests. You would just select version 1, and that way it would regenerate new questions without using any of the questions from version 1 as it's creating version 2. You'll hit next. You'll hit generate questions for all standards. It will then give you all of these different questions to go through. You can regenerate. So if you don't like the question that's asked, you can ask for a different one, things of that nature. And then when you're done, you just go to ready to publish. And again, just like in the previous video, in order for the test to be viewable by everyone and to share it out with other people and be able to administer, you must publish the test. So once it's published, you can then return to Illuminate and you will see under my assessments, your test should show up as soon as it's done generating. So unless you have done that, and it's listing the reason it's not showing up is it's listing it by subject, and I changed it to a science-based test. So, but if you do not publish the test, it will not show up here in Illuminate, which is where you're going to administer the test.